Something that I've never really been able to understand is why Christians sometimes feel that God has placed something in our lives or purposely made a person sick to try to teach them a lesson or try to show them something along those lines. I've never found in the Bible where it says that Jesus laid hands on the sick or laid hands on someone and gave them some kind of disease. But I have seen very many times where it says that he laid hands on them and they were recovered, they healed. And as sons and daughters of God, we have the authority to do the same thing. I think a lot of times it's human nature to try to point a finger at something and try to understand why we're going through a situation. And Megan and I were just talking actually, and we were thinking about how, a lot of times we want to come to God, we want to blame God for the situations that we're in or the sickness that's come upon us or a family member, and it's because we want an answer. But the truth is that God is a sovereign God, and he doesn't come to his people and place sickness on us. He is a good God and he is a just God. But he doesn't come to us and give us a load or a burden that we can't carry just to try to prove a point or try to show us something. That would not be just. That would actually be unlawful and against his word. And so today we want to encourage you in the authority that you have as a believer to pray against these things.
Like she said, we have the right to take authority over sickness and disease that we have, that the people around us have. It says in the Bible that at the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow. And as Christians, we carry his name, and when we lay hands on people, sickness has to bow. And, I just need to point out that it's not something that we do in our own power. It's Jesus through us. It's at his name that sickness bows. So you don't have to be afraid that nothing will happen when you lay hands on people. What if they don't get better? But like Pastor always says, what if they do? What if God's waiting on us to step out in faith and lay hands on people? You're walking through the mall and you see somebody limping. And so many times us girls have been together and we've talked about going to lay hands on somebody and pray for them, asking if we can. And we don't. But what if their healing was in us stepping out in obedience to do those things that he's given us authority to do? So, we encourage you to begin to take authority over the sickness around you. Don't just stand by and watch those around you struggle with sickness. Begin to declare freedom over their lives. Walk in obedience when God puts it in your heart to pray for somebody so that their healing can come. We encourage you to meditate on the scriptures that we've listed, read those, be encouraged, and we'll see you tomorrow.